with provision. When he felt it, God Almighty brought him the provision that he had been receiving. He said to him, "Death is coming forward and you eat." He said, "No, by him who honored you with prophethood, I do not desire it." So he ate alone, and they both stood up for prayer. Idris became weary and dozed off, but the angel did not become weary or dozed off. He was amazed by him, and his worship was extinguished by what he saw. Then they went out in the morning. At the end of the day, they passed by a vineyard. And he said to him the same as he had said the first time. When they reached evening, God brought him provision, and he invited him to eat, but he did not eat. They stood up for prayer. And what happened to them was what had happened the first time. Idris said to him, "No, by him in whose hand is my soul, you are not from the children of Adam." He said, "Yes, you are not one of them." He mentioned to him that he was the angel of death, and he said, "You have been commanded to do something for me." He said, "If I were to command you to do something, I would not debate you, but I love you for the sake of God and your company with him." He said to him, "You have been with me this period, and you have not taken the soul of anyone among creation." He said, "Yes, I am with you, and I take the soul of whomever I command to do something for you, from the east and the west of the earth. The whole world is to me nothing but a table in front of a man from which he can take whatever he wants." He said to him, "O the angel of death, I ask you by the one for whom and in whom you love me, to fulfill a need I ask of you." He said, "Ask me, O prophet of Allah." He said, "I would like you to let me taste death and then return my soul to me." He said, "I cannot do anything except ask permission." So he asked permission from his Lord, the Most High, and he gave him permission. He took his soul and then Allah, the Most High, returned it to him. The angel of death asked him, "O prophet of Allah, how did you find death?" He said, "It is greater than what I used to talk about and hear." Then he asked him to see the fire. He went to one of the gates of hell and called out to some of its companions. When they realized that it was the angel of death, their hearts trembled and they said, "You have commanded us to do something." He said, "If I were to command you to do something, I would not have debated with you. But the Prophet of Allah, Idris, asked me to show him a glimpse of the fire. They opened it for him the size of a needle's eye, and he was struck by something that stunned him. The angel of death said, "Close it." So they hung him up. He began wiping Idris's face and saying, "O Prophet of Allah, I would not have liked this to be your portion of my company." When he regained consciousness, he asked him, "How did you see it?" He said, "It is greater than what I have been talking about and hearing." Then he asked him to show him a glimpse of paradise. And he did the same as he had done before. When they opened the gate for him, he was struck by its coolness, its fragrance, and its sweetness that captivated his heart. He said, "O angel of death, I would like to enter paradise and eat some of its fruits and drink." The angel of death said to him, "Come out, O prophet of God. For you have fulfilled your need until God Almighty returns you with the prophets, peace be upon them, on the day of resurrection." He embraced the trunk of one of its trees and said, "I will not leave. And if you wish me to argue with you, I will argue with you." Then God Almighty revealed to the angel of death, the judge of the dispute, and he said to him, "What did you argue with me about, O prophet of God Almighty?" Idris said, "God Almighty said, every soul will taste death, and I tasted it. And he, the Most High, said, and there is not one of you but will pass over it. And he, the Most High, said to the people of paradise, and they will not be expelled from it. So should I be expelled from something that God Almighty has brought to me?" Then God Almighty revealed to the angel of death, "Your opponent is my servant Idris, by my glory and majesty, I knew it was so, so leave him. For he has presented you with a strong argument. And God Almighty knows best about his silence." 37.